This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
It's caught on the right side at Smith. Five yards left for the offense. It's second down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd and 5. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lambert. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here we go now.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 60s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 23 yards on the play.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll escape to his left. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get 11 yards back on the scramble as it brings up second down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
He'll drop to throw. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On third down, it's Burton, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every...
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lambert. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Second and just 1. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They run again with Logan. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right near the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll set up a throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll look to throw here. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got some room at the 30. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Check, Patriot. Check, Patriot.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lambert. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
All right, here we go. Green. No. Check, Patriot.
They're going to try and throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ford. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for an Arizona first.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down, and the Lions will take over. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he'll escape to his right. And this one complete to Smith. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
He'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Let's go!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage. As he's down at about the 30-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
Play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down again. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. So here's the punter, Ryan Allen, to kick this one away. More from the desert after this. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. It's Lambert. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. No, check, Patriots.
Back to throw now on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lambert. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Over. Watch it now, Barney. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lambert. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They're going to look to throw. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Back to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift. Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. And an update now from up in Seattle. And the Seahawks fans have to be happy. That lead just got bigger. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On third down, that's Logan. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Now let's go. Leopard.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Green 39.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. He spins free. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the 2 guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No gain.
The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Let's go.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Let's go. Green 39. Good. Leopard. All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an out. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he will find his man on the outside. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, it's Logan. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
3-19! Detroit!
They come out here in the eye. They run with Logan, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And he'll bang that one through. And an update now from up in Seattle. And the Seahawks fans have to be happy. That lead just got bigger. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And Detroit getting set to go now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Lucky 56! Here we go! No, check! Patriot! Here we go! Check! Over!
Now a handoff as they run left side. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, it's Burton, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
6 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down, Detroit. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Barker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go!
A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to shake him off. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. The Lions on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
This is Logan. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 4th quarter here, they've got the... And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to wind up and air that. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 17. They'll set up to throw. Going up top. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Cardinals on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And they will line up now for the two-point try. They'll look to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, The team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here we go.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down.
Let's go.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Now Allen throwing on fourth down. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. They've gone to the fourth up in Seattle, and the Seahawks fans have to be happy. That lead just got bigger. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On third down. That's Burton, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Open space inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now they try the right side here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners.
Yeah.
Who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
They've gone to the fourth up in Seattle, and the Seahawks fans have to be happy. That lead just got bigger. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near.
Now let's go. All right, now look at 56. Look.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive experience.